All right, what's up, y'all? My name is Aaron Mallory, aka MrLetGo, and tonight we're about to have a conversation with a young lady that was on Kevin Samuel's show. That just like the last video that went viral with Miss Average at Best, this young lady came on his show and they kind of like got into it a little bit. So we're going to have a conversation with this young lady. So I'm kind of like being proactive just in case that video with him and her it goes viral. We're already having a conversation with the young lady. So everybody won't be like, oh, what's wrong with this woman? Why does she say this? Well, we're going to know up front. How about that? All right. So introduce yourself, Derica.
I am Derica with Derica Gets You Driving. I'm just a girl who is a 10, who is an entrepreneur. You can follow me on Instagram. Let's start there at Derica Gets You Driving. Or if you need some credit repair, go to www.thecreditcomeup.com.
Okay, so you sell cars, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So what made you get on Kevin's show?
Well, are you hearing the feedback?
No, you good. Oh, and before we get started, let's get the likes up in the beginning. So everybody like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video right now. If you don't know how to like the video because you just came in here and you in the little chat thing, hit the little X on the side, it brings it up, and now you're no longer in the chat. You're under a normal YouTube video. You hit the like button, come back, hit the X, and then you're back in the chat. And in the chat, say hey. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay. Am I supposed to be able to see the chat?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't know. It's a little feedback, but I'll push through this.
Okay.
So what made me go on the show? Mm-hmm. Well, I just was like, I was watching his, like, I saw the Average at Best video, right? And I was just like, wow, I kind of felt bad for the girl. I did openly admit, pass the video around because I was like, can you believe this guy? That, he went in on this girl like this. So I just happened one day, didn't even really, I want to say it was preconceived, but it wasn't. He has thousands of followers. So I just sent a request. He was on this Q&A. The name of his live that day was on Q&A. To get the record straight, I did not call into his show. I was on his Instagram live and I sent a request, not even thinking that he was going to pick me, because he had like 15,000 people up there, like at that moment. So I'm like,
okay. Right. Something happened.
Okay.
Now we good. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Okay. You good. Okay.
So, I was just like, okay, let me just send a request. Next thing I know, he brings me onto the show. And so I was like, well, I know how this guy is. So I'm just going to go like as humbly as I know how with him. You know what I'm saying? Because by nature, people do like to label me like, oh, you're aggressive. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to show him this side because I know that he'll go for the juggler. So I'm going to, have you ever heard that term, you get more bees with honey?
Yeah.
I went in there just as sweet as honey.
Right.
And I guess that really pissed him off, to be honest. I think like,
what? It pissed him off?
Yeah, because
wait. Somebody's saying no sound. Yo, put a 1 in the chat if there's sound. Put a 2 in the chat. Well, you can't put a 2 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear us, because somebody said no sound. Hold on, let's see. Right. All right, so we good over here. Put a 1 in the chat if there's no sound. Now, if there's no sound, nobody's going to do anything. So, but I hear it over here.
Yeah, I hear it. I mean,
put a 2 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. No, we good. Oh, but look, 44 people in here already. Make sure to hit the like button. Everybody putting the 1 in the chat. I see y'all got fingers, so that means use that same finger and hit the like button. All right, so none of y'all hit the like button, but y'all want to put a 1 in the chat. So put a 1 on the like button real quick. Take your finger and hit the like button. See, that's a little easier than hitting the 1, right? Because you ain't got to look for a 1. All you got to do is hit the like button. So hit the like button real quick and we can get back together. back to all this. All right, no problem. All right, go ahead, Derek. I'm sorry, but
okay, so he picked me, and I was just like I said, you know, I'm gonna go as humbly as I know how. You know, don't be mad at the game. Just play the game with this man. So I just went in, just as sweet as honey. And next thing I know, I was being too nice. I wasn't giving him his shock factor fast enough. So he was like, you know what? I'm trying to go in for the kill with her. So let me just ask the killer question, the one that made me go viral. And he asked me what did I consider as myself on a scale to 1 to 10.
yeah.
And you know, I said a 10. That angered him, that infuriated him.
Well, no, wait. Let's go. Let's stop for a second because you said it infuriated him. First, why do you think it infuriated him? I'm sure it didn't infuriate him, but go ahead.
One, why? I'm a woman. I think any woman infuriates him. I think that's why.
Why you say that?
Especially the Black woman. We have done something to this man to where he feels.
We're not here to just bash the guy.
No, I don't want to bash him, but I'm telling you. So we're not.
Hold on, just for the record, we're not going to berate Kevin Samuels. We're not going to say he don't like. We're not going to do that here, okay? Because these are.
You asked me my opinion, so I gave it to you. So yeah.
Yeah, but I want to know, why do you think he was infuriated?
I told you why. You're not liking my answer. I think he has a problem with women, period. And I'm a person that represents a woman and the Black woman. So that's why it infuriated him. It hit something deeper. It's that I'm a symptom. No. I'm a symptom of a deep-rooted issue for him.
In your opinion?
In my opinion, yeah.
Right.
Here's several other women's opinion, but it definitely in my opinion.
Here's the thing. I seen the video, right? And I didn't see him getting infuriated. I think he was like, oh my God, here we go again. And I've done that. You know, I've had a woman on a live or whatever, and she said some stuff that I'm just like, this is gonna be a long night because she's delusional or something like that. So there's a possibility that he was thinking you are delusional. And we have that this woman is delusional look on our face. Does that make sense? And it's not that we don't like women.
Yeah, that would be in his opinion. That would be in your opinion. But in my opinion, we're on two opposite spectrums. You think I'm delusional?
I get it. But
he thinks I'm delusional. I think that he hates women, and Black women particularly.
But it's a possibility.
It's a possibility
that he just feels like here's another delusional woman.
Is it a possibility that I'm not delusional and I just have that much confidence in myself? Is that a possibility?
That's what we're going to talk about. Okay, cool. So why did you rate yourself a 10?
And here's where you're going to let me have to elaborate and not interrupt me, because people won't get it. Okay. If you don't know, yes, I sell cars, but first I'm a child of God. So any opinion that I give is always going to be faith-based. You know, I don't stoop to the carnal level of people. I don't. I always give my opinion based on my faith and how I view my faith and how it impacts my life. So when I told you this earlier, why I considered myself a 10. I consider myself a 10 because per my faith, and my faith is a Christian, and I do serve Jesus, God told me that I was fearfully and wonderfully made. He knit me piece by piece. And because I view my God as my creator, the Alpha and Omega, a perfect, flawless being, because that's how I view God. And
nobody's flawless.
Wait. God is flawless.
We aren't flawless.
But we aren't. But I'm going. That's why I say you have to not interrupt, because I'm going somewhere with this. We are not flawless, but the God that I serve, the Alpha and Omega, is. So for me to say, no, I'm not, let me make it clear. I'm not a 10 on the inside. I am still striving to be Christ-like and be an example of like Christ. I'm not a 10. I don't think I'll ever be a 10 on the inside. I can say that with all confidence and humility. Okay. But I do consider myself a 10 on the physical, because my God cannot create anything that is not perfect. So to us, physical beings, to us who haven't grasped the understanding of that, the understanding of who God is, whose we are, and who we come from, then it's not a shocker that you don't think of me as a 10, because most people don't even think of themselves as a 10. They still have some deep rooted issues in themselves. I love how I look. I love my dark skin. I like my full lips. I like my slim waist. I like everything about me. I like that I'm 5'4" and 3/4. Everything about me physically, I like. As you can see, I'm on a national platform with no makeup on.
Hold
Not a lot
on.
of women are going to do that.
One second. And speaking of she likes her waist. She likes her height. She likes everything about her. What do you guys like about this video? Because apparently you don't like it because you haven't hit the like button. So just like she likes all these things about her, let us know what you like about this video by hitting the freaking like button. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. Like, so if you notice me, people, and that's another people was saying, "Oh, look, where's your hair?" I was born a full head of hair. I wear my own hair all the time. I do have extensions in now, and I will say that, but I have no eyelashes on. I have eyebrows that haven't been plucked in weeks. And I'm fine. I'm out here on a national platform with no makeup. It's not a lot of women who's going to do that. Do I wear makeup sometimes? Yes. Do I have eyelashes, extensions sometimes? Yes. But right now, for the purpose of this, to stand by my 10, I came as natural as I could today because I love me. I love how I look. I love God's creation. He made me perfect. And I believe he made each and every one of you perfect as well. You guys are 10s, in my opinion.
Okay. So
on a physical level, not on everybody, not that there on the inside.
Gotcha. Okay. With all that being said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You said that in the video. Is that right?
Yeah. I do believe that honestly, we were created, let every man have his own wife and her own husband. That's how it's supposed to be, but that's not how it is. I do think that some people are blinded on purpose. Maybe God don't want them to view them like that because that's not how who they supposed to be with. I don't know. You get what I'm
blinded
saying?
by what? You said blinded. What do you mean?
I mean, if you don't see that I'm a 10, you got to be blind, in my opinion. And,
But what if somebody doesn't see you as a 10?
If they don't see me as a 10, they have some flaws with their eyes.
What? We just sat here and said how you think Kevin Samuels has all these deep-rooted issues, don't like black women, right? And we came to an agreement that was just simply your opinion of him because he may not feel like that, right? So now you just gave this man grace of having his opinion. So now you're changing that whole narrative by now saying that anybody who looks at you that isn't and then doesn't see a 10 is something wrong with them.
It's the reason why I'm gonna say that is
wait. Why can't that just be our opinion? That, like, for example, ladies, fellas, right here in the chat, please rate this young lady. You can say 10, you can say 8, you can say 9, you can say 5 or whatever. She's not going to be 5 because you're beautiful. But I don't see you as a 10. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But so everybody in the chat, give this young lady a number. You know what I'm saying? But because the thing about it is, beauty isn't what happened? Oh, you got a call or something?
And I told him I was going to be available at 8. So.
Oh, okay. So, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And the thing about it is, we are the beholder and not you. And that's the key. That's the key.
Okay.
You are not dating yourself. You know how people are, I'm going to date myself. That's some bullshit. You are not dating yourself. You're not having sex with yourself. You're not marrying yourself. Okay. You're not having babies with yourself. Okay. It takes another person to actually do all that stuff with you. So with all that being said, it is up to that other person to see you as a certain number, because the number doesn't matter, but they're going to see you as that. So you looking at yourself as a 10 is cute, but overall it is what it is. So in my opinion, because right now the consensus is 8. Okay, let's see, we got 10, 10, 10, 7, 6, 10, 10, 10, 10, 7, 7, 9. So I would say 8 on average.
Half, maybe, to the world.
Okay, 8.5, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe 9, because we got a lot of 10s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So maybe 9. But at the end of the day, the consensus is you are not a 10. You are either a 9 or 8, according to the consensus. So how do you feel about that?
I feel, hey, that is their opinion, and I still feel that I'm a 10. I still feel that I'm a 10. Okay. And I think everybody who rated me below a 10 is a 10.
Okay. Another thing that Kevin Samuel said in the video, he says that when women do this, is actually hurtful to them because you're walking around, and I don't want to misquote Kevin, but you're walking around somewhat being delusional, and it's not necessarily good for you to be thinking that you're a 10, because me adding my own words to this, if you're a 10, that most likely means that you don't have any room for improvement on your outside. Because I know you said you're not a 10 on the inside. So I'm glad you brought that up. But on the outside, we all can use improvement. So you don't think anything needs to be improved?
Enhanced? No.
Improved, not enhanced. And wait, speaking of enhanced, can somebody please hit the freaking like button? I couldn't do a segue with enhanced. I didn't give a damn. I'm just looking at the freaking things, and I'm just like wondering why the hell all these people aren't hitting the like button. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna move on with this conversation, but I'm about to do some magic. You ready to do some magic? Do like this.
I don't believe in the magic. That's that witchcraft stuff. So think of another word.
Okay, we're about to do something beautiful, right?
I like it.
Okay, so within 30 seconds, we're going to have 65 likes because y'all asses are going to hit the like button, right? So watch this. You ready?
Ready.
Y'all, when we come back, them likes better be up, or I'm gonna hit the button again. So hit the button, hit the like button right now. Let's have a like party. Ready? Do this.
Like.
Come on, like party. Okay, we are back. That's a nice little commercial break. I got a chance to drink something.
I'm surprised you don't got no ads going across.
I know, right?
I'm a businessman,
I need to. Well, the thing about it is, like, YouTube has its own ads, but I kind of like hold up what do homeless people hold up? The little cardboard sign.
Hey, I'll be getting to the bag. That's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like the homeless person thing. I'm just gonna hold up some cardboard with some writing on it. But okay, so do you feel like there is no room for improvement because you're perfect? Because you said you're a 10 physically.
No room for, not on my body. No. Would I go get breast implants? No.
No. That's enhancement. I said improvement.
What you mean improvement? Like,
I don't know.
Like on what? Give me an example.
Okay, like you're not a fat girl, so you don't really have to go work out or whatever. But as far as, so you don't think anything needs to be improved? There's nothing wrong with that, but you just said you're a 10, so that means you don't need to improve on nothing.
Not I can tell.
Okay,
I'm not trying to be funny.
Okay, that's cool. So as far as internally, what do you rate yourself internally? Because I love how you separated the two.
Internally, I'm about a 7.
Okay, why 7 and not 5, and why not 10?
Well, I would say and on some days I am a 5 internally. You know, on my
Mm-hmm.
best day I'm a 7.
Okay.
And I say that because I have something where I'm impatient. You know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
impatient. You know, I'm easily triggered, which that's something that bothers me. And start on certain subjects or whatever. I'm easily triggered. Like, so people like this whole conversation does not get under my skin. But, you know, maybe I could be what is it called? Defensive sometimes. Like
Okay.
when it comes to somebody telling me how to run my business or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. It's sometimes where it's just kind of like I could definitely use a little bit more self-control. Or if somebody upsets me, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm a react person, think later. I hate that about myself. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I could use more discipline in that area. I definitely could use even though I do claim to be a Christian in faith, I can definitely go deeper with God. And I think that with doing that, I could definitely display some fruits, you know, like being soft mannered, you know, being more long suffering, being easier, you know, easy to forgive. It's some traits that I could use. I can use those B attitudes in the Bible. So, and I definitely have not got those all down pat or perfect. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Okay.
things in me that definitely could be. I can even be even more compassionate.
Wait, 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 wait. I don't know what happened. Now it's back. It's back.
Oh, okay.
I don't
No,
know
yeah,
what keeps happening, but
I
go
don't know.
ahead.
I could be more compassionate. I could be more
Mhm.
lovable sometimes. So it's definitely some things that I have to work on. You know, I do think I'm
Right.
a nice person, but I'm human. But I don't want
Mhm.
to use human as an excuse to not improve the
Mhm.
inner me, because I think the inner me to me is way more perfect. You know, way more important than me being
Mhm.
a physical 10.
Right, right, right. So I would say Kevin Samuels rates women on the exterior. I think I'm the interior Kevin Samuels type of person. Like I believe in focusing on all those things that you just said and how you rate yourself and how you actually can improve that, right? So you said you're triggered, right?
Hmm.
What triggers you, or do you not know?
Well, I didn't know we was getting into a therapy session here.
No, I'm just saying because if you want to be a 10 internally along with the external, like we can probably work on that a little bit,
I
at least
think
get
I
you
think
to a
I think what triggers me is
uh-huh.
when people who know me well,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, harp on the imperfections. I get kind of like, if like say if I'm doing it right now, if I'm being imperfect some type of way, right?
Hmm.
And they know that about me and they
Okay.
harp in on it, I'm like, and I know that I don't want to be that way. I really don't want to be that way. I hate
So
that.
as an example, you saying they say something bad about you or you say
Yeah,
something bad?
they may say something bad that might be reflective of my character. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Because
you
I
too
don't know.
impatient or something?
Yeah, like I'm
And,
impatient.
and
Yeah,
you get offensive?
I might get offended if that's like, yeah, I
But
might get
why?
offended.
Why do
I
y'all
don't.
get offended by the truth?
I don't know. It's a trigger for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a trigger.
Could this be, and this might be something. I want y'all to think about this. This young lady is saying that when her friends tell her something about herself that she agrees with, she gets upset. Does this have a lot to do with the fact that you think you're a 10? Because, like I said, sometimes, and this is what Kevin Samuel said, sometimes be walking around thinking you're a 10 can have you having this delusional mindset of thinking that can't nobody tell me nothing. So the second somebody tells you something, you got an attitude with them. And what's crazy is you know the problem is real, but you don't want to hear it. And it may comes from your thought process of thinking that you're a 10. Am I right or wrong?
Partially right. I might get offended because I know that day I've been working really hard on that, and that other person
Mhm.
who's pointing that out wasn't with me, and they're assuming that, and it could take me back. It's like, why are you still pointing this out about me? You know what I'm
Because
saying?
it's still there, probably.
It is still there, but you
But
don't
you
know
see how
behind.
you're defensive? Why are you pointing this about? Duh. That's like saying, why are you telling me my breath stinks? Because it stinks.
But
You
you
can't say,
don't know
well,
I've been
my breath,
pressing all day.
my
I've been
breath
pressing
was stinking
all day.
last week. You're like, well, your breath is stinking today too, damn it. So sometimes you could be working on something and you're not done working on it, and somebody's pointing out like, yo, it's not done being worked on.
I didn't say it was done. I said you don't know if you possibly have, set a person back, because you don't know if I went to the
By
dentist.
pointing it out?
No, not by pointing it out. You
Right.
don't know if I got up that morning, went to the dentist, had them look at that rotten tooth, remove it. I've done all this all day. And then I feel good about myself that day because I've been working on that all day. And then now when it's time for me to go to bed, you remind me
that your breath stinks.
Exactly.
But
like, I've been working on it all day.
But the thing about it is, what if the person didn't know that you went to the dentist and got your tooth pulled and all that? Because all people are just human. They don't know what all you're doing. Like, say you went to therapy. They don't know you went to therapy. Don't nobody tell nobody they went to therapy. So if you're like, yo, I got this attitude, and they're like, yo, why do you do this and do that? You're so this and you're so that. And next thing you know, people are like, you know, you have this bad attitude, and you get offended, and you get an attitude with them like, I went to therapy, you can't. They didn't know.
That's why they should be careful with their words, because you don't know. That's just like me going up to a parent, a mom who's having trouble conceiving. I'm like, when you gonna have that baby? Oh, you need to go ahead and give your husband that baby. And then you be like, you don't know that we've been trying for months. You know what I'm saying? No, yeah.
That was an amazing analogy. And I was ready to shoot your analogy out the air. That was a good ass analogy. I'm not gonna lie. Well, you gonna make it? I can see somebody fussing at me. God damn, it's like hour number 4. Like, when you gonna have a baby? And the woman's like, seriously? Wow, that was a good that was a good analogy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And another thing, April, and I'm sure you're sweet. Oh, sorry, I just hit that button by mistake. I want to hit this right here. Melody Angel, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for speaking in a language that is easier to receive. Melody, I'm always speaking in that language that's easy to be received. What are you talking about? Wasn't that a good analogy, E frequency? I'm not gonna lie, that was a dope analogy. That was you got me a little shut up a little bit, because you had me shut up. I was ready to just like, well, that don't make no sense. So with that being said, you would like grace from your friends, right?
From everybody, not just from my friends. I just use that as an example. I would like grace. Really, I would like grace from the Kevin Samuels of the world. And from
you know what I would like? Guess what I would like?
More likes.
More likes. There's 90 people on this freaking show, and I need more likes. So Erica would like more grace, right? From the Kevin Samuels of the world. And I would like more likes from the viewers of this show. So how are we going to be able to get what we want? You want grace and I want likes. Which one is it easier to get, you think? I don't know.
Likes.
Likes. So I can get more likes from my people faster than you can get grace from your people.
I believe so. I'll be willing to bet my next paycheck.
All right, so look, I need 20 more likes in the next 15 seconds. Okay. If you don't know how to like the video, I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay. And if y'all get mad, all you gotta do is like the damn video, and I won't be doing all this stuff. So come out, because you're in the chat right now. Hit the button on the side, right? The button would make the chat go away, and then you'll see like, dislike, and share. Okay. So if you like the video, hit the like. If you don't like the video, hit the dislike. Just hit something. Hit the share. Send it to your Instagram. Send it to Facebook or whatever. But I need y'all to hit some buttons, please. Okay. And then we can get back, because she wants grace and I want likes. I just want likes. I'm just saying, So all right. So back to what you were saying. Give your people grace, right? No, you want them to give you grace. What are you giving them?
I want Black men to give Black women grace.
Okay. So you said Kevin Samuels did something that hurt you a little bit. Were you a little like hurt by what Kevin Samuels said and did?
Like I said on his show, he could never hurt me, even though he tried. But I'm hurt.
Why do you think he tried though?
Oh yeah, he that. Like I said, I'm gonna take it back here. I know y'all gonna be like, oh, you should go spiritual again. But we know my scripture that I like to like. It may be his purpose in life to help people, but we're only plugged into two sources. Okay, dark or lightness.
Okay.
Dark or lightness. It's no in between. So we know that the devil came to steal, to kill, and destroy. Okay.
Who's the devil?
So
who's this person? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about people in the inside. We only you can't.
I don't have people inside of me.
Hey, let's not be facetious. I'm talking about our spirit here. I'm talking about my spirit.
Because I'm not. I don't really believe in devil stuff.
Okay, so we all operate out of a spirit.
Okay.
Either it's a dark spirit or a light spirit. Okay. That's it. The devil The devil is the dark spirit.
Well, why don't you just
wait, no,
spirit,
let me finish. Because it's a point here. It's a point.
Okay.
I'm not calling him the devil, but I'm saying he's operating under their spirit. And I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
The devil comes to kill, to steal, and destroy. He kills women's hopes. He steals women's joy. And
so the devil the devil hates black women.
He destroys women's look. He destroys women's spirit. God comes, Jesus comes that we have life and life more abundantly. So if I leave from you and this show, this lady, I believe you operate more out of light spirit. Because the lady said, thank you for giving to this in the manner that we can receive it. Okay. If a woman is leaving your platform, because you said you want to help women, and obviously the fruit is showing that you have, because she just gave you this compliment, that means that you're operating out of a light spirit. If women are constantly every day frustrated, upset, feeling broken, and they are, because they came to my DMs and said, I'm so glad you stood up for yourself, you stood your ground. I'm so glad. I feel terrible about myself. I was crying after watching his show. If you're leaving people in that manner, you may be operating in your purpose, but you're operating and you're plugged in into an evil spirit. And to me, that is not productive. Okay, it's not, and I cannot stand behind it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I said, I'm not saying that he's not operating his purpose, but I think he's plugged into the wrong light source.
Okay. So here's my question: if you knew that Kevin Samuels was this whatever person in your opinion, why did you go on his show?
Because sometimes we have to contend. We have to. I'm not going to back down.
Contend?
Yeah, gotta contend. You gotta contend for what's right. You know what I'm saying?
So you got on his show for what purpose?
I got on this show really for one. I just sent him a request. Again, I didn't think he
No.
I didn't think he was gonna accept me.
But you got on his show and you hit some butts. Some of these people ain't even liking the video, but at the end of the day, they on the show. You are the person that got on the show, liked the video, and hit a request button. So you did 3 actions, not just sitting on the show, cleaning up and having it in the background. No, you're on the show like, ooh, I wonder what's about to happen next. And then you're like, ooh, you hitting buttons.
Yeah.
When you hit buttons on something, that means you're engaged, because that is something called engagement, right?
Yeah.
So not only are you clicking on his show, you're engaging with his show. So with all that being said, we can't sit here and just say, well, no, you are on his show.
I did go. Why? Because I like hearing all different types of point of view. And maybe I could be the person to soften him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Okay, so you came on there with the intention of softening him up?
I did tell you, I said I went in there as sweet as honey. Didn't I tell you that from the beginning?
Yes, you did.
So I was just thinking like maybe he's like this with women because they already come at him on this rah type of thing. So maybe if I go in there softer, it's a possibility that he'll react to me differently. But that wasn't the case. That he just is who he is right now, based on to the source that he's plugged into.
Okay. All right. So okay, I can go with that. I thought you was gonna go down this devil. The devil did this and devil. I can't stand all this stuff. But I like how you changed it to a source of dark light source and a light source. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Did you get what you wanted out of the show? Like, cause
Yeah, I
I
did.
always wonder why women like if they feel like he's this and he's that, why are they getting on the show? Because I like the show. You know what I'm saying? So if I got up on the show, I'm not gonna feel like, oh, he's this or he did that. The first thing people gonna ask me, well, why the hell you get on the damn show?
Well, one thing you got to know about me is I move on purpose
Mm-hmm.
because I move on purpose. And you know,
Okay.
everything I do is intentional. Everything.
Okay.
And like Jay-Z said, I'm a businessman, but I'm a businessman. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, you know, he may have ripped me to shreds, but everything that works for the bad comes to the good. I got more followers out there, more engagement, which means more
Right.
clients. So will I go
Right.
on a Kevin show again if he asked me? Sure, I'll
Uh-huh.
be up there in a heartbeat. Or any other
Okay.
person for that nature. Like whether it's good or bad, it's gonna be good because I'm gonna come with the good. I'm gonna come with the light. And it, you know, like I said, it worked out as far as a business standpoint wonderfully for me. You get what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I didn't leave the show crying. I left the show like, oh man, I'm on to
Right.
something. Oh,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
only up
Okay.
from here. You know?
I like your attitude on that.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Now, people in the chat, if you guys had a question, um, Miracle said, "I don't have people inside of me."
No, you don't. You have a spirit. You have the spirit
Oh
of
man!
God or you
So
have the
look,
spirit of the devil.
people in the chat, if you have a question for Derica, put it in the chat or either put it in super chat. And people on Instagram, if you guys wanted to verbally ask a question, just say I want to go live or just hit the request to go live button because I want to see what you guys think about this instead of me asking all the questions because overall this was pretty interesting and it was I would say like I don't have any beef with you with the stuff that you said, you know what I'm saying?
I don't have any
So
either. I don't.
right, that's what I'm saying because I'm thinking like all right, she's gonna say some old no, you was cool, you
I'm
know.
cool. I'm trying to tell you, I'm the wife. Somebody's got to come pick me.
You somebody's wife.
I'm
Okay,
somebody's
okay.
wife.
Okay, Solo TV 84 asks, does she like white men?
I prefer black men. I see myself having a strong black man to lead my black family.
Okay.
But I
I
have nothing against interracial couples. Nothing.
Okay. And I don't know what this says. Is C say she going to change him? I'm assuming she's that Eric is saying, does she think she's going to change him? So did you go with the intent that you're going to actually change Kevin and make him a softer type of guy by just bringing your essence to the show?
Well, I believe I could be part of the change. And I say that because one waters, one plants, but God gives the increase. So maybe I was the water, maybe I was there planting. But when the increase comes, I know I was a part of one or those two aspects.
Okay. So Martine, because these comments coming in now, a child of God wearing that. Come on, it's nothing wrong with what she has on. Are y'all serious?
Nothing at all. I'm in
Oh
my
my
house, you guys.
God.
I got a full house dress on. So yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that dress. Y'all
Ain't
tripping.
nothing wrong with my dress. Nothing.
Right. Do God people do this? Just all these church people like, oh my God, what do you have on? Yeah, that's messed up.
That's
But
what you call a troll. That's what you call. But we just move past those next.
right. Okay. So if these women are really like dimes, Kevin Samuels says they would have gone off the market. Okay, so why have you not, if you think you're a 10, right? Why have you not gone off of the market?
My favorite one, because treasure is hidden.
What?
Treasure is hidden. Sometimes you got to dig a little. And you never know how long you're going to be digging. You could be digging for 2 minutes or you're digging for 10 years. But baby, when you hit that treasure, you're going to be glad you kept digging. So somebody's out there digging. They just haven't got to me yet.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, let me ask you this though. So, with the other part of this, which is my side of it, the internal parts, which of the things that you said that you are six at, which is the easiest thing that you can actually accentuate or make better? Because you said you're impatient, you said you're triggered by a lot of things, and you said you're defensive when people tell you about yourself. So which one of these things can you improve on? Because overall, I would love to, like you said, you went on his show in order to make him better. I would like to see you better after being on my show. So which one of those things are easier for you to actually grow at?
Well, I do think it's all about intentions. I have to set intentions, daily, and not try to fit God in, but put Him at the beginning of my day. He is the priority, and everything else comes around Him. Sometimes, like I said, keep saying I'm an entrepreneur. I let sometimes life get busy, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just fit God in here, here, here. I'm gonna read a little bit on the Beatitudes, and if I got a 5-minute break, or no, I really think I should set that as no. This is first, and then everything else happens. So I can read some self-help books. Obviously, it's nothing better than Proverbs 31 when you want to talk about how you should pattern yourself after a woman, because he gives us a fine example when you talk about the Proverbs 31 woman or the Titus woman. Those two women they happen to be entrepreneurs. Those people make sure that they put their household first, right? So they make sure their man was taken care of first, then their children, then their handmaidens, and then they went on about in the market, and they brought in additional income for the home. You know what I'm saying? She can have, if her husband ever lacked in the area, she could cover. So I think right now, as far as internally, the best thing I can do is just study the woman that he has given us as an example daily, and meditate on those things. He says to meditate on it day and night. You can't just read a book or read a chapter or pray to God. You have to continuously, he said, pray continuously, without ceasing, pray without ceasing. And he says to meditate on those things day and night. So if I'm not doing those things, I can have faith, but if I'm not working at that, then faith without works is dead. Okay. And I will still continue to be kind of dead inside a little
So
bit.
let's go to the works. Which of those four things can you actually improve on?
So
Because that makes sense, but you didn't really answer the question.
Well, no, yeah, I could, like I said, I could prove my patience, my impatience, and none of those things will be in. I can try, but if I do this without the help of the Holy Spirit, if I do this without the help of God, I'm always going to be back at square one. So
Well,
if
there's a
I try to do this at
conceptual
my
side
own
of
will,
everything, though. There's a conceptual side of everything, though. We can't just sit here and say and pray. No, we gotta
I
conceptualize our
just said
life.
I said I would read and study on her. Past that, I don't know
We
what
gotta
more I can
study
do.
on you also,
Yeah,
and you
you
are
have to.
impatient.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, and you have triggers. So, how about finding out exactly what has triggered you by sitting down and saying, okay, in the last 2 weeks, what triggered me? When my friend said, my breath stank, oh, when my friend said you were impatient, I
Yeah.
flipped out on her. Write that down
I was
and
about to say
say,
I could journal. I could go to therapy.
there we
I
go.
could do those practical
Therapy.
things. I could, yes, I could see
Have you got therapy?
wise Christian counsel. Actually, I do have a therapist.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I do have to pick back up my sessions. But I have seen a
Right.
therapist before. So yeah, I'm not about to just be going out there seeking any counsel. Definitely
Right.
wise Christian counsel. And yes, I do believe journaling is another. That's a tactic she actually gave me. She said, write a letter to yourself. Check in with yourself. And every day, and do a self inventory. So that is some practical things that I think I could do as well as other women.
Right. And as far as, and I don't want to get too into it. So this question is mainly for the audience and not for you. Okay. Because I don't want you to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. So this question is mainly for the audience and not for you. So if you don't want to answer it, you don't have to answer. Okay.
Okay.
How is your relationship with your mother? Because that's the thing. A lot of us are triggered because of how we were raised. we belief system that may not necessarily be working for us, but since we were raised a certain way, that's all mama knew. So mama just did what she had to do, and it worked for her, but is some dumb shit, or it doesn't make sense in 2020, or part of it actually works, right? So the first thing is important for you to do is to find out what your actual programming is and see if it actually is something that can sustain your life today versus your mom's life. Because if you don't pull apart your mom's belief system that she instilled in you, you'll literally become your mother. And some of us don't want that because some of your moms sucked. Some of your moms were great. But to the people who moms sucked, you have to be okay with your mom sucking at raising you, because a lot of us, we have this whole shield around us, like, oh no, my mom can never do any wrong, she was my mother. And then your mom, even when you go to your mom saying like, mom, I had a problem with you, she turns around, I spent 6 hours pushing you out in labor, you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So what can actually happen with you is you, Derica, can have a boyfriend that says, yo, Derek, I'm not gonna lie, like, you are so condescending, and it's getting to me, or you're so impatient, it's driving. And you can turn around and do the same thing your mama did. But first of all, I cook and clean around here every day and I don't say nothing. And the dude is like, but that ain't got nothing to do with you being impatient though and condescending to me. So can we? No, what about when you always want to go play basketball with your friends and don't come? Okay, you're acting like your mother. Do you remember when you told me that you went to your mom saying, Ma, you didn't hug me enough, or you didn't love me enough, and now because of you not loving me the way I needed to, I'm not affectionate to my man? Do you remember when he said that? And you turn around and she turned around and said, first of all, what about your daddy? Your daddy would left you. Ma, what that got to do with it? First of all, I put a roof over your head. Mama, what that got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you can find yourself acting just like your own mother by literally every time somebody hits you with something that they want you to improve on that will help them be happier or being with you, whether it's your friends or your mate or even your kids or whatever, you turn around and start acting like your own mother every time you turn around and say your mother did something wrong. So that's the first thing I want everybody to at least write down and journal. What is it that my mom did or didn't do that I want to change? Is the belief system, because that right there could easily change your triggers. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah. So overall, because like I said, I'm always into the self-improvement, and the self-improvement usually is not in front of us, it's behind us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
So you gotta go back to move forward sometimes.
yeah. A lot of us do not realize that the reason why you can't go over 70 miles per hour is because you're pulling a big ass trailer full of shit.
Right.
And you don't realize the trailer's back there, or there's some under your car that's wrapped around your wheel well and it's causing you not to be able to go fast enough. And all you got to do is pull over or go to the shop, in other words, therapy, and get everything straightened out. Or you may simply need a tune-up, and your spark plugs aren't necessarily firing good enough for you to go past 70 miles per hour. And instead of just complaining about the car, complaining about life, making excuses why you can't get to work on time because you can't get past 70 miles per hour, all you have to do is pull over and get the tune-up that you know that you need, and you'll be okay. And then your car, your brain, your life can actually operate at the highest capacity, and then you can actually probably be a 10 in internally as well as externally. Does that make sense?
Made sense to me.
So Linda says, do you agree that all these old men, like, I ain't going to say that word, pushing for young women to marry young? What do you think about that? Don't say the P word, but what do you think about that?
I think that women do to an extent need
How old
to.
are you, first of all?
I am 30.
Okay.
And I will say, just off my 30 years of living
Mm-hmm.
and just me analyzing the dating life and honestly wanting to be married and wanting to be a mother, um, I think the black woman needs to reevaluate what we teach our children, our daughters, for instance. I was
Mm-hmm.
just talking to my cousins about this earlier, and it made perfect sense. We white women, the only woman that's on this independent. I'm gonna be this independent woman. I'm gonna get my education first. Go get my. I will say this is the only thing I agree with Kevin on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get my education first. I'm gonna get the bag. I'm gonna do this.
Who says
Hey,
that?
Kevin says this. Okay,
No, no,
so
no. The black
oh, the
woman
black one.
says
Oh,
it.
yeah, the black woman says this. Okay, the black woman says this.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, Harvard University been there for hundreds of years and gonna be there for hundreds of years afterwards, unless God return. Howard University, get in the bag. You always gonna be able to get it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not always gonna be able to, be 30. I'm not always, in about 11 months, I'll be 31, and
Mm-hmm.
then after I have 12 months, and then I'll be 32.
Mm-hmm.
Youth is not something that is going to stay. You get what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
the reality is that, if you're not keeping yourself up, you're not like being no Angela back. You got to be. You're gonna have to. I would say we need to rearrange our focus for our young girls. That you guys need to settle earlier. Be open to building with your man earlier. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you know for a fact, like I know for a fact that I'm 30 and I'm not trying to be building with a man that's like with the 18-year-old mindset. He's 30, but in his brain he's 18. So he's building from an 18-year-old.
Mm.
So I would rather settle early. You get what I'm saying? Have my children and my husband, and then let's go get the bag together.
Together.
Let's go get the bag together. Because what happens is what happened. My friend was just telling me today. She said one of her friends is about a little bit. I think she's like 35,
Mm-hmm.
and she's considering dating a man from jail. You know, and
Why?
I I have no idea. But what happens is we start dating out of desperation. It's
Okay.
like, the older we get, the pickings start to seem slimmer. So now,
Right.
because you want a warm body in your bed, it's tired of waiting, and maybe you haven't had kids yet, or maybe you do have kids, but you don't have the man, or you don't have the man or the kids. So now you're scared. You're 35. Oh, you're gonna be 40 in 5 years. Now
Mm-hmm.
you start picking from a pool of desperation instead of a pool of I have options. So I
Right.
will say I don't agree with this. Oh, I'm gonna be an independent black woman
Mm-hmm.
first. Because what
Right.
happens is even if that does work out for you, you build your bag, you build your bank, and now you do get your husband. But now what's happening? Oh my gosh, I can't conceive. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if I can conceive, oh my gosh, I'm high risk because high risk starts at 35 to 40. And
Right.
now I'm not going to be be able to have as many as kids as I wanted to have. Or when I do have the kids, it's going to be miserable. I'm not even going to want to have another kid because it was such a rough pregnancy. So do I think we are putting ourselves at a disadvantage by preaching this toxic? Because they're not preaching this to white women. They're not, and white women are still they're having a life to that it seems to us on the outside is wow. She got her husband, her kids, the picket fence. I was in Lifetime Fitness the other day,
Okay.
and I didn't know because white. I'm not gonna say that because it's offensive, and I'm on a national platform here, so I'm not gonna say what I'm about to say. But I had no idea that the lady was as young as she was. She was just talking
Okay.
about, me and my husband, we were on the way to move back to Charlotte. We're on the way. He's got a new job. Da, da, da. And we're about to have our baby. She was in the steam room with me, and I said, "How old are you?" She said, "Oh, I'm 25." You're 25, married, and you have a career, right? Y'all building together. You're
Yeah.
25. You're about to have your baby. So that means by the time you get about mid-40s, baby's out the way. You're still pretty young. You can still travel the world. You can still do that. And you have bills. They're doing this stuff simultaneously. They're telling us to not do it simultaneous, put ourselves at a disadvantage. And I don't think that I agree with that whole get the bag first, get your career first. I think that's it's very toxic. It's going to leave that's why a lot of Black women are still single. And even if we're not single, we're definitely not married. We don't have that paper to legally say we're married. Whereas white women, so probably 70% of them are married by a certain age. Asian women, and it goes forth and so on. And we are looked at like the bitter Black women. And to be honest, some of us might really be bitter because life is not panned out the way that it's supposed to be, because you told us to go get an education first, and you told us to go build our bag. And now, to be honest, some of this feminine energy has lessened, because now you have put yourself in an environment where you had to be a little bit more masculine.
You have to be masculine
because you are competing on a daily basis with a man for a job, or for a position, or for that promotion, or for that spot in the industry. You're in a male-dominated environment trying to pull yourself, so you have no choice but to pull that masculine energy. And that's why I could agree on it. Like, I will be a person that would not be a person of growth if I couldn't say, you know what, from this whole experience, I will say I could soften it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? From just talking to a mass amount of men from all different eras, faiths, ages, they all do say this one thing though. We can get mad at it all we want to, but if we don't soften it a little bit, either the men is going to be, they're going to marry us, but then we might have a miserable marriage, because now, and then not only might have a miserable one, he might
got bad attitude.
Yeah. And just to be honest, no man wants to deal with that. You get what I'm saying? And the Bible does say, if you live with a contentious woman, the man may as well go on the roof and hide. You are tearing, if you tear, a woman is a fool if she tears down her own household. The Bible says you will be a fool.
Hold on real quick. Scott, the Thriller, says, do you take accountability for yourself? Please be truthful. I think you do. This is a pretty good conversation, but what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think I always do. No, like I said, I have defensive tendencies, but once I go back and do it, I always get it in hindsight. I wish I could get it in foresight. I always get it in hindsight though, a lot of times, but the key is I get it. You know what I'm saying? And you just need to get it. If women are not getting it and we're just getting mad and blaming men about every little thing, then don't get mad at the game. Just learn the game.
Right. I totally get it. I totally understand what you're saying. And with all that being said, it doesn't seem like you have a problem with Kevin Samuels.
I have a problem with his delivery. But
why do y'all always have a problem with our damn delivery? Like, people say
because I like your delivery. It's your delivery is considerate.
Okay.
And consideration goes a long way. Grace, like we said, goes a long way. So if you're coming to me and you guys doing this because you say you want women to receive this, I'm doing this show because I just want Black women to get it. Well, I want you to look at it. I just got it. She just got it.
Right.
It's all in the delivery. We are saying the same thing, but we might be talking different languages. So maybe we need to, maybe this was the tutorial for me and you. Maybe, I needed to tell you, like, just present it in a way that's softer. You know what I'm saying? And
why didn't you say that on the show? Like, could you have said, like, hey,
no, I couldn't have said it on the show because he doesn't give you the opportunity, because he will hang up on you.
Okay. All right. Somebody asked, Jane Spitfire says, how many relationships have you had at 30 years of age?
I'm not going to answer that. I answered it on the show. So if you want to go to Kevin Samuel's show and recheck it out, but not many. And he told me that was a problem because no man is going to want to have a woman without training. And I don't agree with that. I believe that. Have you ever heard of on the job training? I believe as long as you have a good head on your shoulder, and you're willing to learn, and you're willing to compromise, and you're willing to do the best to make your husband or that relationship work, then I think you're more at an advantage than somebody who went through 50 men or 12 men and they're still having the same, and they're still having the same, you know.
I actually agree with you because women have this damn if you don't, damn if you do situation where if you've been through a whole lot of dudes or been in a whole lot of relationships, most likely one of those dudes damaged you just because black men be on their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, we good people, but it's always that one dude that's going to turn around and damage a woman. Next thing you know, she gets to another relationship and she can't trust, she can't do this, she feels insecure because he said all kind of stupid stuff to her. You know what I'm saying? So with you not having a lot of relationships, that could easily mean that you are not damaged or less damaged than the average black woman out here who is 30. And you don't have kids, right?
No kids.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, overall, I wouldn't give you a 10, but overall, internal, external, and all that stuff, just the way you think, I would say you're a good 7 to an 8, just all together, because like you're pretty, you're small. Because here's the thing about with Kevin Samuels, this is really me in particular, I'm gonna marry a small woman, and the reason why is because every woman, black or white, is gonna gain through her life 20 more pounds. You'll be straight 20 more pounds. But if a woman was like 154 pounds or whatever, in another 10, 15 years, she's gonna be 174 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be with no woman who's like almost 180 to 200 pounds. So no. So you got that going for you. You don't have any kids. You got a good head on your shoulders. You sell cars. So that
And
means
I repair credit, www.thecreditcomeup.com. Okay, swipe up on my Instagram.
okay. What's your Instagram real quick?
Oh, it's at Derica Gets You Driving. So Derica, DERRIKA, gets GETSUYOU driving.
Derek could get you. Okay, I got it right here. Derek could get you driving. Okay, so you have a good head on your shoulders. You have a hustling mindset, and you understand the truth that Kevin Samuels is actually preaching to people when he talks about how so many women are walking around with this masculine energy and they're going after the bag instead of focusing on settling down. So yeah, I think you're a strong 7 or a weak
And
8.
I would like to publicly say, you can send this to Kevin Samuels if you want. I do have to apologize. Remember, I said I react first. And then I think later I do have to apologize for calling that man a homosexual or gay because.
When did you say that?
Well, yeah, I said it. When I was upset, I was just like, oh, he probably don't even like women, you know? And that was wrong of me to say.
I agree.
You
I
know,
don't know why y'all do that because it's a defense mechanism. The first thing a woman wants to do when they get mad at a guy is say that. And it's just so unfair. But it comes from women being hurt, just like, you know, if a man said something stupid about a woman, it comes from him being hurt. So
and me, I have to also apologize about, you know, me saying that he was colorist because he didn't say that out of his mouth. But I just assumed it, you know, just off to me. So, you know, I don't want to say that's a very harsh label to put on a man. To one say that he's a homosexual when he's not, to attack his masculinity. And I can't be saying that I'm pro black family and then I'm attacking him in that way. So I don't want to say this man was a homosexual or gay because I don't know that. He has not professed that. So I don't want to say that. And I don't want to say that he's a colorist, you know?
Okay.
So
okay.
I take
that's what's up. That's what's up. Because at the end of the day, we all are just out here, and it will be a lot more people like us that would come forward and just be ourselves. But some people are afraid of all of that. People saying so and so exposed, or so and so is this, and so is that. And you know what I'm saying? So sometimes people like, you know what, I don't want to deal with it because black women or black men are so angry, they're gonna try to go in my background and find out that I did it. You know what I'm saying? So if we were to actually just put that to the side and stop trying to attack people whenever we feel attacked, we all would be better. So yeah, that was big for you to apologize, because I did somebody a long time ago, and I recently apologized on one of my YouTube videos. So that was big for you to say that.
Well, the Bible said pride comes before the fall, and I'm definitely not about to let Kevin Samuels make me fall. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
I
right.
don't hate the man. I don't really like his appearance. I mean his the way he,
His
you know,
approach.
I don't like his approach. I'm not a fan of his approach, but I don't hate the man. And I do, like I said, if you like publicly embarrass somebody or disrespect, I do think I did say that on a outlet, a platform. I said it on Instagram, and plenty of people saw it because they were in my DM. His little followers upset about it. So I do want to just publicly apologize.
That's so sweet. That's really big of you. You said his little fans.
Yeah.
So look, I got a couple more questions for you. But before we do that, I need 10 more likes. I need 10 more likes. 10 more likes. We got a lot more people that came on here. So please make sure to hit the like button. Give me 10 more likes, and we can continue. So the next thing is this. As far as settling down goes, you don't have kids, you want to get married, why have you not gotten caught up like so many other women have gotten caught up? Like
let
what
me
kept
let
you
me
away from getting caught up with baby daddies and pookies and all that stuff?
Well, let me be transparent because I'm all about being real. Have I made mistakes with men? Yes.
Mm,
Could it have easily been me? Could I have easily had a baby? You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Uh yeah,
So you had a couple pookies?
I mean, yeah, I've dealt with some losers, you know what I'm saying? And
Why?
I don't know.
Why do
It
y'all
it
like losers? I don't
I don't
understand. When you see a loser, why do y'all not go the other way?
It could be a combination of things. It could be rejection issues. It could be, you don't want to be, alone at that time. It could be like you just want to make it work because you don't want to like add a number. You know what I'm saying? If in our brains it's a couple different reasons behind it. But I'm at the point where, I am trying to practice being secure. Yes, I want to
Mm,
be married, and yes, I want to have a baby, but I think that stuff is going to be an addition. It's not going to complete me. You know what I'm saying? Because I think two whole people should come together. I do. Do I think when I say whole, does that mean perfect? No. But does that mean that they're always working inside to be a better person?
mhm.
Yes. Do I think that people should come together in a time where they're totally like defeated and thinking that that person is going to be your savior? No, because I know it's going to be times where my husband may have had a long day at work, and he's not gonna be giving me the energy that I deserve. Do I think that would be fair for me to be upset with the man? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that, you know, the best thing I can tell women is just to continue to work on yourself, keep yourself grounded, in your faith. I would say Christianity. And I just, don't date out of learn how to say no. You don't have to
Mm,
even go on every date. That was another thing I had to learn. You don't have to go on every date for
right.
free. You can feed yourself, ladies. To be honest, you don't.
Right.
I learned my lesson. Stop going out on dates on boredom. You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't have no
Oh,
interest.
wait. Say that again. Say that again.
Stop going on dates for boredom. You know what I'm saying? You know you're not interested in
Man.
that man. You know that. You know what I'm saying? You could be using that time. It's wasting energy. You could be using that time to figure out how you're going to add to your business, or bettering yourself, or learning how you're going to be that good wife. Because you don't want to just be a wife, but you want to be a good wife. You want to be an actual asset to your husband. You could be using that time bettering yourself instead of wasting that man's time. You know what I'm saying? And his money, because you
Mm,
don't want that man. And
right.
you reap what you sow, so you don't want nobody wasting your time either. So I said I was gonna make a conscious effort to just not do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And if I do go out with a man and I'm not interested and he still wants to treat me, then definitely make that clear in the beginning. I look at you like a friend and nothing more. You know?
right. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Wow. Yo, you're gonna make somebody a good wife.
I believe
I'm
so.
not gonna lie. You're gonna make somebody a good wife. So yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate
like
that.
one last thing. There's no but one last thing. Why did you like how did Kevin Samuels block you? Because you seem like a really dope woman. What happened with that? What because like I said, you seem you got your head on straight. What happened? Like,
I on that the day after I did go on a kind of a campaign, if you say, and I kept posting my pictures, and I said, "Oh, Kevin Samuels he think I'm a sick per him," and like I was tagging him, and I like I said I did call him like that, I
you
think you don't
called
even
them?
like. No, I was on my stories, and I said
Oh.
I don't even think you really like women. You know what I'm saying? And I
Oh.
tagged him, so he did a live that night
Uh-huh.
and I sent him a request. And I'm like, okay, you want to put this on YouTube? Because I didn't even know, the
Well,
video.
he went on live. He did a live with you and then did another live about you or that one live?
So he did a live with me the night before. And I guess he took that live and went and edited it because it was a 50-minute video and he edited it down to 8 minutes and 51 seconds. I
Mm-hmm.
watched that video that many times to know it down to the second. And he edited it and he put it on his Instagram platform the next day. So a lot of people saw it from there.
Right.
But people was calling me, like my friends and family, like, girl, you was on that show. And they said, I saw it. Somebody sent me the YouTube link. I'm like, I'm on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
thought he had just put the clip on on his Instagram. So
Uh-huh.
so all day under the Instagram, people were saying obviously mean things, and me, I clap back classy. And I was like,
Okay.
oh yeah, I'm the girl. So if you want to talk, I'm here. And I was tagging
Right.
myself. But that's another thing. I should have made that man. If you're gonna talk about me, go ahead and tag me so I can get some of the followers. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you're right. But maybe if you would have came to him and said, "Hey, can you please tag me?" You know what I'm saying?
I
Instead
should
of
have.
being yeah,
I should have,
there we
but in
go.
hindsight, and I mean, that's why it's important too that you got to have some emotional intelligence, some emotional IQ. Because
Fact.
maybe if my emotional IQ was a little more raised, a little bit more higher, maybe that conversation could have been a great conversation. It could have left on a better way. Maybe I could have made another connection in the world, and he would have put my video up there and tagged me because he felt respected. So that's why that's important, ladies. You got to have emotional IQ. You got to know when to come at your man or a man, period, whether it's your
Mhm.
boss, a man. You got to know when it's the right time to move in. You have to put your feelings aside. Your feelings do not rule you. I wake up every day and I try to think like that. Do I feel like going to the gym every day? No. Do I feel like working every day? No. But my feelings don't have an opinion. So if I would have took that into that conversation,
Mhm.
maybe it would have turned out differently. You get what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, that's how that happened because it was just on his
I
Instagram. And
yeah.
I didn't know it had made YouTube.
Yeah,
So
because the thing about it is,
and I went on his live later that night because he went live later again that next
oh,
night.
okay.
He went
And
live
what
on
happened?
my Instagram, and then I sent the request. I'm like, I wonder if he'll add me again. I wonder if he got the balls because I was still kind of hot then. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so he was like, oh my gosh, there she go. He said, wait a minute. He stopped his whole live and he got his other phone. And next thing I know, it said live ended. And he blocked me. And I knew he did because I went from my other page on Instagram. Because us ladies, we always got more than one page. And I was able to continue to watch the Instagram. So I said, yeah. So he might have thought I was trolling. He better be
Yeah.
lucky that I didn't send him a request from my other page because he would have been shocked.
But at least you learned your lesson.
I
And
did.
here's the thing. Um, Kevin Samuels went viral for one specific reason. Do you know what that is?
Tell me,
Getting
like,
tagged on World Star Hip Hop.
okay.
If they wouldn't have tagged him, just like you said, he didn't tag you, he may not have went as viral
Viral.
because they would have been like, who is this guy in this suit? It wouldn't have said Kevin Samuels and they wouldn't have known where to go. It would have just been some guy talking mess to some woman. And it would have took a while for people to figure out who this guy was, but they tagged him. So I agree with you on that. He could have tagged you, but if you were probably nicer. But yeah, that makes sense.
If I would have had that emotional IQ, you know, they got whole books out there at Barnes and Noble, so ladies got to start reading now. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Scott the Thriller, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, you seem like a God-fearing woman. Why can't you find a good man in the church?
Because one, it's not my job to find a man. He that finds a man finds
that was my answer.
Good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So, like I said, I can only be in position. You know what I'm saying? I can only, and when I say position, I'm not just talking about physically. I'm just talking about like position with how I'm carrying myself. I believe I'm already a wife. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, somebody just got to find me and take me and say, this is my wife, you know? So I think that, you know, I just got to, you know, be found. It's not my job to find, you know, it's not.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So Eric says, why is getting married so hard today? Do you in your life, do you feel it being difficult to find somebody or find somebody special, or the thought process of getting married and stuff?
I have found it difficult in the past, but I want to be intentional about my words too. I don't want to say it is difficult, because life and death is in the power of the tongue. So
see what I'm saying?
It's not difficult.
Do you see you? Do you see you? That's what because I'm serious. Like, just the way you answer these questions, you like, yo, you're gonna be okay.
Okay.
You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. I'm serious, because some of these people kind of like slick, going in on you or whatever, but you're handling these little comments or just whatever with so much grace. So yeah,
glory.
I gotta give you credit. You know, you're doing your thing and you're gonna get everything you want, because you understand that you're not perfect. You understand your flaws, and you now have an action plan on how to actually journal these flaws, and then go get therapy on about the flaws and work on being a better person. You're already in the church. You ain't got no kids. You're just 30 years old. You're beautiful. You're small. So you're gonna be okay.
I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that.
So plug your stuff. Just again.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me take this down so everybody can see it on the screen. Okay. Plug your stuff.
I'm Derica Fozart. And then you can follow me on my Instagram page, Derica Gets You Driving. On Facebook, it's just that name before you. It's Derica Fozart. Also, I have and so I sell new and pre-owned vehicles. I'm located in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, but I have had sold people cars from all 50 states. You know, they've come, and so it's easier. Like if you're in the North Carolina area, but if you are far away, we can have that car shipped to you. Also, and that's where you have good credit or bad credit, money or no money, you know. Also, I help people with their credit. So if you need, or if you're trying to get a new house, a new business loan, anything like that, and you need, you know, to take that first step with your credit, then you can go to www.thecreditcomeup.com. And if you didn't catch that, the link is in my bio. I have a link tree, and it'll take you to all different areas. And I'm so open and transparent. I'll give you guys my personal cell phone number. It's 919.
Wait. Are you sure?
I do it all the time.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. My clients call my personal number, you know, so they always have access to me. It's 919-638-2265. Again, the number is 919-638-2265. Now, I do believe in the power of blocking. So if you come on and start texting my phone or calling my phone, you will be blocked in a hot, quick second. Okay. If you come disrespectfully, but I've given it to you guys. I do genuinely want to help you guys.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I want you all to, of course, follow me on Instagram, but follow me on Clubhouse. For those of you who are on
Clubhouse yet. Everybody can talk about Clubhouse.
Come on, Clubhouse. It is lit. So, yeah, I'm about to start doing rooms like every other day. I got a crew of people, and we are killing it on Clubhouse. And Clubhouse, I'm on Clubhouse. MrLetGo on Clubhouse. So yeah, So yeah, get on Clubhouse. Anybody on here, go buy an old iPhone, something. Go on OfferUp. Get on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is freaking lit.
Lit.
But you gotta have an invitation. And if those of you who can't get on Clubhouse, I have a couple invitations that I can
give me
hook you up
one.
with.
You're gonna give me an invite. Can I get an invite?
Well, there's a certain amount of people. I don't know if I can say this, but there's this. I don't know if I can say this.
Just go ahead and say no.
I heard there was people that were selling their invites, so you have to buy them according to what I heard, because I don't know anybody who's actually. I don't know if that's true, right, wrong. I don't know.
I'm not sure, but if not, let's talk about it. Or if you find somebody got an invite, send me one. I was dragging my feet with joining Clubhouse because I really don't want to learn another platform. But
it's so easy because you can easily do a room and ask them about. You can just do a room how to buy a car.
Okay.
And people are gonna come in there, and then you just do Q&A about how to buy a car, or how to buy a car in Raleigh, North Carolina. And a whole bunch of people from Raleigh, North Carolina are gonna come in there like, oh, I don't know how to buy a car, and you say, hey, come see me. I'll hook you up. Next thing you know, boom, you got all these people coming to you simply because you was on social media.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna try it. I mean, don't you got to get your followers up with Clubhouse though? Isn't that how it works?
I don't know. You just
I don't know. I'm asking you. I'm not on Clubhouse.
No, just get on Clubhouse and you'll figure all that stuff out later.
Okay.
All right. So this was a great conversation. And Chandra got on Clubhouse recently. I'm on Clubhouse. It's great. E-frequency. Y'all following me on Clubhouse? Y'all talking about y'all on Clubhouse? And look, if anybody that has trouble getting invited on Clubhouse, send me a DM, Mr_Letgo, Mr_Letgo, and I can help you get an invite on Clubhouse, because I know a couple of people needing invites. I mean, having invites or whatever. So this was great, and thank you for pulling up on me. And everybody, make sure to watch the next video, which is going to be over here, over there, or some video is going to be sitting up somewhere. So make sure to see that video and watch that and my playlist. And y'all have a wonderful night.